Hey booktube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you're new to me and this is the first time you're seeing my face, hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So I hope that's why you're here, because that's what's gonna be happening today. If you're not new to me, thank you for always tuning in to support. I really do appreciate it. So today for you, I have a dual weekly wrap up. This is my week 13 and week 14. So from March 23rd to April 5th. And all my reading shenanigans in between. So if you'd like to find out what I was up to the last part of March and the first part of April, grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, and let's get talking some books. Okay, so do another dual weekly wrap up because I'm getting kind of lazy about doing my weekly wrap ups. I know, guys. I know. Don't come for me. I already fucking know. All right, I'm getting bad about it, but I'm trying here. Okay, I'm trying. So let's just get into the books. So week 13 was from March 23rd to 29, and I completed 2 books that week and started a third one. So let's go over what I did. The first book was The Unbound Witch by Miranda Lynn. It's right here. I gave this bitch 5 stars. Yay! This is the book that broke the 5-star video vlog, which I will link here so you can go check it out. So at the beginning of the year, I drew a video for my video challenge that I would start a vlog and it would not stop until I reached a 5-star. Oh my God, it took 3 fucking months. It took to the end of fucking March for me to get this bitch. All right. And it was this bad boy right here. Oh my God. So fucking awesome. Had such a good time. Let's break it down. So this is the conclusion to the Unmarked duology. I read Unmarked for the Black Hat Book Coven. It was actually Laura's pick, and I had a really good time with it, but it just didn't hit the 5-star, but it was fucking close, man. It was close, so I immediately picked this bad boy up and started reading it, and I was not disappointed. Not disappointed at all. So seriously, this is a duology that you've got to fucking check out. Swear to God, you'll like it. We have graphic sexual content, found family, lots of LGBTQ representation, and it's paranormal, okay? A lot of fun stuff. Now, this is a direct follow-up to Unmarked, so I cannot really give you the synopsis of this story without spoiling Unmarked. So a little bit about Unmarked. We follow a witch who has no markings whatsoever, because the world that we're in is when they get a spell, they receive markings that kind of like runes, that kind of let you know what spells they have. And there's multiple different covens. Well, our witch, her coven leader has died. So now they're running trials. There's trials in the first book, okay, guys, to find out who will be the next coven leader. Well, stuff starts to fucking happen, okay? Raven is our main witch, and she gets to the Fire Coven, which is the kind of the central place, and she is immediately, the Dark King is immediately in shock and awe by her, okay? Because, you know, that's how it is. And we go through the trials and things happen. And then a major fucking cliffhanger. I mean, major fucking cliffhanger happens at the end of book 1. Now, what I need to preface this is that this book is heavily inspired by Sarah J. Maas. Heavily inspired, okay, by A Court of Thorns and Roses. We've got And Throne of Glass. We've got trials. We've got a Dark King. We've got wings. We've got shapeshifters. We've got a cabin. We've got icicles. We've got a shit ton of crap, okay? We've got a lot of similarities. We're talking with notes, okay? A lot of shit. So that was one reason Unmarked did not get 5 stars, was because it was too much, like Sarah J. Maas. It was too much. But this book shut the front fucking door. She took that inspiration and she morphed it into her own story, and I was blown out of the fucking water. It was twists, turns, and reveals that I did not see coming, that were not Sarah J. Maas, but they were Sarah J. Maas quality of twists and reveals. And I was like, prof fucking O. Hell yes, absolutely. And one twist, shut the fuck up. Didn't see that one coming. I was about to lose my goddamn mind. I was like, put the book down. I gotta, wait, what? So this, changes the dichotomy of the whole first fucking book, man. Whole first fucking book. Sarah J. Maas level twist, but a very unique one. And I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so what worked? The Sarah J. Maas, I've already said, it was still there, but she made it her own. She took the inspo and she actually ran with it. What I wanted her to do in book 1, she did in book 2. And she did it well. I saw the inspiration, I felt the homage, but I also saw Miranda Lynn. I saw her own writing, I saw her own chops, I saw her pull herself out of a hole that she put her in and get herself out. I was like, brah fucking oh. I was so proud of this bitch, so fucking happy. Ah, you have no idea. And then it just kept coming and coming, and there was another twist and another one. I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up. I'm sorry. This bitch is what? And then just more and more and more. I mean, these twists and turns just kind of kept coming. And some of them came out of fucking nowhere. Wasn't expecting them. I don't like being able to foretell the story. I don't really enjoy that. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. In mystery stories, I do. However, when you can give me a foreshadowed event and I can be like, oh, this is what's going to happen, but you make it so unique that it feels fresh and new, I'm just like, okay, I might have guessed this, but I did not guess it this way. And she did that so many fucking times. It was insane. I loved it. The chemistry between the Dark Lord and Raven in this installment was so much better. So much better. We actually got to see it build. I really, really enjoyed that chemistry immensely. So good. Within flashbacks, within conversations with other people, we really see this build. It was just phenomenal. So, without spoiling this, there is a really good friendship in the first book, and it is cut short. And I really thought that was the last of it. It's not. It's not, but I'm not going to tell you how. But it's awesome. And it's so fucking cute. I love it. I love it. It's fucking dope. I just thought it was great. And the way she overcome the hole that she put herself in, that was dope. That was a sick move, and I really, really appreciate that, because I was like, how the fuck are you gonna pull this out? How are you gonna fix this? And she fixed it well. It was concise, it was to the point, and it made fucking sense. It wasn't convoluted. I was so fucking proud. I loved it. And the conclusion, yeah. This was a nice conclusion to a duology. I am happy with this. I am content. I am good. I'm happy where my characters are at. I'm happy with everything. I had really no fucking issues. That's why it was 5 stars. If I wanted to, I could really pick and dig, but honestly, there was so much good in this book, and she had grown so much from the first book that all those little things, that's just being fucking petty. Like, I am petty, and I am picky. I'm Miss Picky, okay? We are. I know. I'm going to get a shirt that says Miss Picky when it comes to my reviewing. I'm going to do it. But I just couldn't, because I was so happy that all of my gripes from the first book were answered, met, challenged, and rised above. I mean, she did it. She did it. It was fucking great. As for a spice rating, I gave this thing 3 chili peppers. We have some really confusing tension with a really interesting release, and I really enjoyed that. I like that kind of confusing element in this, and I don't want to give any more into it because it might spoil the story, and you do not want to be spoiled for this one, okay, guys? You want to read the first one and then read this one. You do not want to be spoiled. Trust me. The flirtation is great. I love a good flirtatious banner. I love it. And we have ghost sex. Ghost sex. That's all I gotta fucking say. Ghost sex. Imagine it. See it. That's what you're getting. And it's fucking hot. It's great. It's awesome. Makes me very happy. I was very happy, Jackie, with this book. I was very, very happy. Very, very happy. So, of course, this thing gave me 5 stars. I was super proud of this one. I was very, very happy that I concluded with it. Not a lot of books from the Black Hat Book Oven have I continued in the series, and this one I'm very, very happy that I did. Very, very happy. So I will definitely be adding these to my collection because they need to be on my shelf because these are stellar. Fantastic. Loved it. Definitely picking up more of this author for sure. Now, there is a third installment to this, but it's not really an installment. It's a holiday novella called The Unblessed Switch, which I do plan on reading, so I will be picking that up soon. But yes, the duology is fantastic, and I'm excited. It's a 5 star for me, baby. which we all know how fucking hard those are to get. The next book that I read was actually for the Black Hat Book Coven, and that was my pick, The Stone Witch of Florence by Anna Rashi. This is historical fiction. It is Italian, paranormal, and we have a lot of religious iconography and religious things in it. Set in 1348, the Black Plague is raging Italy, okay? And Minerva is brought back after being exiled to help shed light on some missing relics from the church. And they believe that these missing relics are why Italy is being plagued so heavily in these areas where these missing relics have gone missing. Really? It's called vocabulary, Jackie. Fucking learn to talk. Anyway, sorry. Segue. She's brought in to try to help kind of figure out this mystery of these missing relics, because the plague is hitting where these relics have gone missing. So their power, their spirituality, their protection is gone. That's why it's such a big deal. Minerva was blessed with an ability to heal with stones. She can understand the powers of stones and manipulate them to use their power for people. And that's why she was originally exiled. But she was brought back and promised that if she helped find these relics, she'd be able to go into a medical school, which was not allowed for females in the 1300s, okay? Just not, especially ones that were convicted witches. So there's a lot writing on her coming back. And I was really excited about this book because I like gemstones. I like learning about the powers of gemstones. I think that stuff's really fucking interesting. I actually have a partially complete series of birthstone recommendations. I have up till August. So I'll link that playlist here. You can go check it out if you like, where you can get book recommendations based off of birthstones. So this was really up my alley. Like, you have a lot of, friendship elements, you have witchy elements, you have a lot of practicing elements, you have religious iconography, it's set in Italy, it's historical, Black Plague, a lot of elements in here that Jackie would appreciate. But what worked? The magic system. I really enjoyed how it was shown through the stones. That was something that I really was looking forward to, and I was not disappointed. I got to see lots of displays of magical abilities through stones, through totems, through items, just through words. I got to learn about a lot of magical lore, things of that nature. I just thought I really had a really good time, like the third eye, the evil eye, stuff like that. Like things that like nonas and things like Italian grandmothers tell their grandchildren about, like to be good because the evil eye will get you. And we got to learn about that and kind of the backstories with it and actually see it utilized within a story. So I thought that was excellent. I love the research that went into the story. Absolutely loved the research. And the showing and the display of it. The historical and church references, being Catholic, there was a lot of stuff in this book that really resounded with me. The relics, for one, I mean, they're fucking saints' body parts, man. I mean, if that's not fucking culty, I don't know what is. But relics have always been intriguing. It's like, we have the mummified remains of this saint. You know, she's about 2,000 years old and she still looks pristine because she hasn't decomposed yet. We have a foot, we have a finger, we have some blood, we have a pubic hair. Like, it can be fucking anything. I've seen a relic of a splinter from the crucifix. You know, I find this stuff fascinating. Just because I like the history, the artifact history of it. Like, this is actual artificial stuff, artifacts dealing with religion. And I always find that stuff very, very fascinating. And so to have to be utilized so well in the story and making it such a prominent piece of the story, especially towards the end when we get some Frankenstein shit going on. Weird, but really cool. Really enjoyed all that. I enjoyed all of the references and the use of magic and that blurred line between church and magic and lore and history. I really enjoyed that. I had a good time with a lot of that. However, there was some stuff in this book that just didn't work and didn't hit for me. So she comes into town to help find these relics. Okay, mind you, she wasn't exiled for her magical abilities because she caused shit to happen. She was exiled because she helped heal people. How a healer becomes a fucking investigator. I don't know how that logic really wasn't reasoned out very well. And then the heist itself, we did see elements of it. We got to see some evidence of it and stuff, but it just kind of felt like an afterthought at the end of the book when they got all put together. And it was just kind of like, oh, well, I did this, but it was because of this guy. I was like, who said who done it? You know, Scooby-Doo kind of sort of thing, all just put together real fucking fast. It was very Scooby-Doo-esque. And it's fine if you're 5, but I'm not 5. Give me the intrigue. Give me that drama. You've given it to me in other areas, but give it to me here. I wasn't getting it here. And I was missing it because the heist was kind of cool. And you just kind of let it fall to the side. And it was like, this person is stealing body parts. Frankenstein, anybody? Like, nobody saw that one coming. Which is why the ending wasn't really memorable. Because it's like, ooh, kind of called that one. Yep. What else are you gonna do with it? Like, all different fucking body parts. They all, if you look at the body parts, it kind of starts to build a human. Like, one of them was a fucking head. Like, what? The fuck else are you gonna do with it? So it just, the ending, when we finally found the culmination, it just wasn't super memorable for me. It just really wasn't. And there is no spice rating in this. I gave this a 3 because it wasn't bad. It did entertain me. It kept me engaged. But I was wanting a lot more from this book, and I just didn't get it. So this just did not hit. And I think a lot of the other girls gave it 3s as well. So this is just kind of a average book. I still enjoyed it. It's still, I'm still planning on keeping it as part of my collection because I don't have a lot of Italian history books. So, still, oh, my book cover is on upside down. That's fantastic. Let's just fix that because that's not going to irritate me later on in life. Man. Anyway, so Stone Witch of Florence, 3 stars for me. Wanted more. Wanted more from this book, and I just didn't get it. So that kind of sucked. I also started an audiobook, and that was The Claiming a Sleeping Beauty by Anne Rice, and it looks like this. This is the first installment to the Sleeping Beauty trilogy by Anne Rice. She did write it under a pen name. I cannot remember off the top of my head what the pen name is. It's right here. So you can take a look at it. This is straight erotic. This is straight erotica, okay? That is what this is. Fairy tale retelling, erotica fairy tale retelling, a lot of sadomasochism, and that's about as far as I got because I DNF'd it. I don't have a problem with straight smut. I really don't. I listened to this on audiobook. But there was no substance to this at all. I mean, absolutely fuck none. He goes in the tower, wakes her up by fucking her. That's how he wakes her up. And then makes her crawl. Like, literally, it was just him being a sadomasochistic prick to her. And demanding her submission and her just kind of giving it. And then trying to cover it up with, oh, but you're so beautiful. They need to show your beauty. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. No, I just didn't. I DNF'd it now. I will probably pick it up again later. I will, because it'll probably be a night where I'm just like, I need a fucking good time. Let's just rock it. Let's just rock it and do it, because I have it. It's on my book. It's on my list. It's there. I used to credit for it. I might as well. But it just wasn't hitting it right now. I wasn't in the mood. Wasn't in the fucking mood. Sometimes you're just not in the goddamn mood, okay, guys? Sometimes you're just not. It's not because you don't have a headache. It's not because you're tired. It's just you're not in the fucking mood, okay? Sometimes you want something else. Sometimes you want warm and snoogly and cuddly. And I was not wanting spanking by a fucking barmaid while being watched and crawling on your hands and knees in fucking gravel. That was not a turn on for me right now. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But it wasn't for me right now. So, I DNF'd it. My first DNF of the year, guys. I think this is my first DNF of the year. Don't tell me that. That's what I completed in week 13. So let's hop over to week 14, where I completed one book. One book and started another one. And I started an audiobook. So the only book I completed was this bad boy. Phantasma. This was by Kaylee Smith. And I did this as a buddy read. I'll link the video here. I did it with some of my girls, my Black Hat Book Coven. Kristen from FirstLadyReads Books was actually reading with me. Becky was on that live show as well, but she'd already DNF'd the book earlier. I think like last year she DNF'd it, like towards the end of the year. Because it's trials. She's not a big trial girl. It's all right. We still love her. So, first installment to the Wicked Games duology. The sequel is already out, and I do plan on picking it up. We have trials, paranormal romance, and psychological stressors in this one. So we follow Ophelia and Genevieve. They are sisters who are suddenly left on their own after a sudden death of their mother. Ophelia takes over the family business as a necromancer. Okay, she's got magic. She's a necromancer. She can raise the dead. She is embracing her magic and has taken over this family heirloom locket that all of her family members have worn that taken over the magic. So she now has this locket. And it's very prominent in the beginning of the story, so you automatically know it's fucking important. Okay? You automatically know, that's why I'm mentioning it. The sisters learn after the death of their mother that there are some large debts that have been incurred, and they are trying to find a way to get themselves out of it. Genevieve has done a little bit more research because Genevieve has known about the debts well before Ophelia did. So Genevieve takes upon herself and enters Phantasma, which is a devil-ran game of trials and tribulations in a very, very personal nature. Ophelia learns of this after finding her diary and enters herself to save her sister. Once she enters, she finds herself needing assistance, and she's assisted by the Phantasma Phantom Blackwell. Good old Blackwell. And Ophelia participates in the trials with his help. However, the trials not only test her, but her budding relationship with Blackwell, because to get through these trials, she has to bind herself to him. So she makes a deal to get through. He needs her to locate a key to set him free, and she needs to survive to the end to get a granted wish. So, that's where our story kicks off. So what worked? Trials. I like the trials. The reason I like these trials is because they are based off of Dante's Inferno and the 9 circles of hell. Every single circle of hell is represented, and I liked the way they were represented. I found them really intriguing. It kept me interested in figuring out how they were displayed, because we get a clue before they walk into each trial. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out the clues myself, okay? That's just how I am. We all know this. So I'm in there trying to figure it out, and I've read Dante's Inferno. I know the 9 circles of hell, and I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do it based off of the way this author writes. Sometimes I was right. Sometimes I was wrong. I had a very mixed bag of this, and I enjoyed it. That kept me intrigued. I like trial books. Yes, I know she's going to make it to the end, but you never know. You never know. And what way is she going to make it to the end? Is she going to be alive when she makes it to the end? Or is she going to be some kind of ghosty formation? We don't know. That's why I keep going. Don't ask me why I'm doing that. I just really enjoyed that connotation and that kind of like Easter egg drop. I thought that was cool. I like when books do that, take other popular books and reference them and do it well. I enjoy that. I really enjoyed Ophelia coming to her own. It was very reminiscent of the book Reviving Ophelia, which is, if you're not familiar with Reviving Ophelia, it is a self-help book helping adolescent girls coming into their own in a world of saturated negatives and constructs of how to be. So Ophelia essentially has this idea of what she's supposed to be because her mother was this way, her grandmother was this way, this necromancer. She has this idea that she has to carry on the family lineage, run the family business, this construct that who she's supposed to be. But as she enters in this world that forces her to really look at herself and what she wants and how she is, it definitely brings her into her own and brings her into her shell, and kind of she grows up a lot. And I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the symbolism of Dante's Inferno, Reviving Ophelia. I thought that was great. I thought that was really, really cool of the author to do that. And on top of that, using the name Ophelia, which is one of my favorite names, by the way. I love that. I enjoy when authors do that. Just give me extra layers to your book, because I already know it's a trial book. I already know, hey, it's a trial romance book. She has to make it to the end, obviously. You know, I get that. I get all that. But you know that. So you're going to give me more layers and more Easter eggs for me to dig through and to kind of find my way. So it's not just the trial story. I get something else in return for it. So I really enjoyed that Kaylee Smith did that with this. I'm going to move this over here so you can have a better idea. Sorry, huh? You're going to go over here for a little bit. Thanks. Here we go. You can at least, there's better light there. There we go. I'm kind of getting a shadow on it. The romance between Blackwell and Ophelia, I fucking ate this shit up. Blackwell was hilarious. His banter was awesome. I loved it. I loved the playful dominance that had Ophelia have. I loved his dominance. I love this back and forth that they had going. Oh, yes. That was awesome. Super enjoyed that so much. I also love the world of Phantasma. It had no holds barred. I thought that was fucking cool. It really brought out the characters of all of our people in here. I mean, we really got to see them flourish, see them fall. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this Saw almost like element. If you've ever seen the Saw franchise, it's one of my favorite horror movie franchises. Yes, it's a gore fest, okay? Absolutely. But I'm talking like the earlier films, okay? Not towards the end. The earlier ones where you really had to look into yourself and find out what was important, what were you willing to sacrifice to survive. I really enjoyed that these challenges really dug in and they really made them look at the puzzle that is a human person. I had a great time with it. I really saw a lot of depth and thought in this book and I just had a really, really good time with it, for sure. And the twist ending abruptness. Shut the fuck up, what? What the fuck was that? What in the absolute fuckery was that ending? I need the next one right now. Right now. Right now. I needed it. So, it's on order. Like, I'm going to get it. So, yeah, like, shut the fuck up. I mean, I liked how this book was just like, done. Done. I usually don't like those. But I just read another book that had a abrupt cut ending. And the next book was 5 stars. This one was 4.5 stars. So I'm hoping for a repeat on this. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it's going to happen. So the abruptness of the ending, that was awesome. However, the culmination of the romance, because the next book actually follows the sister. So we do have an HEA in this, okay? So it is a duology. You have to read the first book to understand the second book, but it's one of those interconnected duologies, all right? So the ending needed more fleshing out. It was too convenient. For all the depth and intrigue that our author had given us in the middle of the book and in the trials, this ending was just like, nice little brown paper package tied up with string, which is fine, but I know you are so more capable of this. Like, give me some more fucking pull here. Like, really? Really? That was it? That was the big pull right there? Really? Need a little bit more, guys. Need a little bit more to really fit to that 5 star. It needed just a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah. Just to set it over the edge. It wasn't enough. I need some more fleshing out because that abruptness was awesome after the culmination. But yeah, I needed that culmination to have some more depth and pull to really hit it with me. And it wasn't there. It wasn't there. As for a spice rating, I gave this 3 chili peppers. There is so much oral sex on a female. It's not even funny. God bless Blackwell. Oh my God. Love you. That's all I gotta say is love you. Love you. Call me. Yeah, loved him. I love a good amount of oral on a female. Like, that's fucking fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Oral in general is fucking fantastic, but when it's all about her and he makes it all about her and he does it well, yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. I liked the buildup that we got to this. It wasn't just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We got some real good tension and build. I mean, we got fucking dry humping in this book. All right? Like, fucking teenagers in the backseat of a car. Dry humping. Yes. Yes. That's awesome. Show that to me. Show me that stuff. It doesn't always have to go right into the super sexy fun times. Like, let me see the kind of the bungled areas. I like that shit. That stuff's awesome. I also really liked that there was instructive details. She told me where hands were and positions, and I fucking love this because I didn't have to stop my reading to look it up because I could already fucking see it. She wrote the sex scenes well. always a good time when the sex scenes are written well and I don't have to stop my reading and I can just enjoy it. And I can enjoy my super sexy fun time in the bathroom, my super sexy fun time in the little hidden hall with the dry humping, or when he just like poof, clothes off, poof, clothes on. Phantom sex. Are you fucking kidding me? That is awesome. Switching positions. Switching positions like a fucking villain. Like legit, this was awesome. Okay? This was fluid and perfect. I loved it. On point for the sex scenes. Brava. Blackwell's awesome. I liked him. I liked him a lot. I hope the next love interest in the second book is just as good as Blackwell, because you got some big shoes to fill. Okay? Big shoes. I mean, he is a phantom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is what I completed in week 14. And I also did start this book over here. I started Terry Miles' Rabbits. This is a psychological thriller. This is Matrix in a book. This is the first installment to the Rabbits duology, and it is so fucking weird. It's great. It's so fucking weird. There's not a lot I could say about it in week 14 because I had just started it. But yeah, what I had of it down, interesting as fuck. Absolutely. This thing is going to be fun. This is going to be definitely a fun ride. Definitely is going to keep me on my toes for sure. But that is what I read in week 13 and 14. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys all soon with another video.